What's up, guys? I'm Edward Ayer, and I grew Boom creators from 0 to 100K in 5 months in 2023, so last year, and then we got in 10 months, we got to 400K, and I have absolutely nothing to fucking sell you, okay? All I'm doing on this channel is going over why we had that success, why we grew so fast, how we could have grown faster, all the mistakes I made that you guys can avoid, etc., right? It's basically just to help you grow, okay? Now, this video is gonna be called How to Close Your First Client Without Any Testimonials, okay? Now, this is about sales, obviously. Right? Our process, but before I talk about the actual sales call itself, because I love sales, right? That's my favorite aspect of this whole business. Because I'm ENTP on the Myers-Briggs thing, and ENTPs make the best salespeople in all my experience, okay? One of my salespeople right now is also an ENTP. I always used to say that I would only hire ENTPs as salespeople. I have another one who I don't know is Myers-Briggs. I don't think it's ENTP, but anyway, ENTPs make the best salespeople, okay? Myers-Briggs, you can look it up. It's an interesting thing. It's some CJ Young, who's brilliant fucking psychologist, one of the smartest. Probably, I read his intro book in 2018 about dreams, and I was like, fuck, this guy's the most impressive, most intelligent man I've ever read. But CJ Young is smart, right? He was Freud's student, and they had a falling out because Freud thought there was too much going on in terms of like and daughters dads and all this psychology stuff, and CJ Young was like, nah, it's too much. Okay, anyway, the point is how to close your first clients without having any testimonials, okay? So first of all, you gotta make sure, I mean, this is not something to make sure, you gotta make do with a funnel that leads people into having a sales calls without having to actually really look at your website or anything or really investigate your lack of testimonials. And the thing is, 80% to 90% of clients and potential clients you talk to will never actually look at all. Like, it doesn't matter. I didn't even realize, for example, on boomcreators.com right now, today's February 24th, 2024. Okay, I did not realize that the ads that are on my website that are showcasing our work don't actually work because they were linked up to a Vimeo account, and the Vimeo account expired, and because I never look, they haven't been working all year, and it's made no difference, right? But on boomcreators.com, you can see like our work, like our ads, and you click the video, and it's like, this video is inaccessible, right? This testimonials only matter to a small percentage of your clientele, okay? That's the first bit. Second bit, have a funnel to bring people into sales calls without any reliance on testimonials. And how do you really do that is by giving them value and beforehand, right? But what I mean by that is when you reach out to someone, tell them that you filmed a personal video for them about their thing that will help them do X. And X is the thing they want to achieve, right? And then actually, all the people who say, yes, I want to see that, film it for them. So you're putting energy into the relationship, and you're actually giving them value, and you're taking the time out of your day to film a fucking video for a random stranger, okay? That's how we ran it. Our cold DM was like, hey guys, I saw your store pop up on my Instagram feed, thought you were doing great. I filmed a personal video for you showing you how we help brands go from 0 to 50K in 30 days on TikTok. Would you like me to send over? A little bit longer than that, but that was the gist. And everyone who said yes, then next day I would sit on the computer and make fucking looms for their store, okay? I would go on their store, I'd go on their Instagram, browse around, I would talk about it and show them how we can actually grow and scale them, okay? And then 66% of people who request a loom actually viewed it after a bunch of follow-ups, and then 25% of those who viewed it booked a call, okay? So I think that's 16% overall from looms made to booked calls. So if you make 100 looms, you should have about 16 booked calls, okay? But that process doesn't require any testimonials because it's literally me reaching out to them saying, hey, I filmed you something, do you want to see it? They say yes. Okay, I send them that thing, and they watch that thing, it's about their store, and then there's a book a call link in the top right corner of the room. And in the description also is like, hey, book a call with me here if you want to talk more about how to scale your store, okay? There's nowhere for them to really go if they want to see testimonials, right? It's just like they see you talking about their store, and they book a call. And then on the call, okay, this is what this video is kind of really supposed to be about, or what I intended to be about, is again, how to close your first client without testimonials, is on sales calls, conviction trumps everything, okay? I think you guys can tell when I talk about stuff, like, you're like, oh yeah, Edward knows about this thing, right? He loves it. He's passionate about it, right? Even though if half the time it's total bullshit, it can be. So the most important thing to have when you're on sales calls is conviction that whatever it is you're offering is the greatest thing since sliced bread for the people you're selling, okay? If you have that conviction and you have absolutely no client results, you've never had any clients even, right? Obviously it's stronger if you have had client success in the past, right? But you can make up that fucking conviction. You just believe in yourself and all this bullshit, but like realistically, it's just coming across with passion about what you're talking about and just having that confidence. This is gonna work no matter what, right? And I know some of you guys, in terms of like your personality types, what I was talking about Myers-Briggs, all this will be a little bit shyer and will feel bad about, lying to people about what they can do because they've never done it before and all this shit. But like, you don't have to lie. All you have to do is just get across that conviction that your offer is actually really fucking great, okay? That's all it is. So, and it's talking with energy like this on the call to the people, right? And that's how it works. Okay. So like none of my clients, when I started, asked for testimonials. Maybe the 5th or 6th one wanted to talk to past clients. And by that point, I actually had past clients, right? So that's it. If you guys want to be a little bit unethical, because everything online is fake always, right? Reviews and stuff. You can ask a friend. You'd be like, hey, I'm about to close this client. They want to see a testimonial from a former client, but I don't have any former clients. I just started this agency. I will give you $100 if I can let them call you and you tell them that we did this great, amazing job for whatever, right? And you guys make that work and you give the fucking contact number and they can call and blah, 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 right? Now that's kind of gray hat. Would I do it? Probably not. But if you're starting out from scratch and you have no testimonials, a client is like, hey, can I talk to some other clients? What's better for you? To sign them and do work for them, right? And make them become your next great testimonial? Or just be like, oh, well, you know what? I'm starting shit. Fuck, I don't have any testimonials. Okay, sorry. Can't do anything. Because if they're asking for testimonials, they're already like at least halfway to being sold on you, right? And I need that little push, maybe even 90% of the way sold. I need that little push over the edge to just get some social proof from other people. Like on e-com stores, right? This is why I'm so cavalier about this. On e-com stores, every single fucking review is fake, right? You make up the reviews on Judge Me for e-com stores and you just scrape them from Amazon from a similar product and you get all the 5 and 4-star ones, you get rid of all the rest, and suddenly your product has 3,000 reviews on Shopify, even though it hasn't had a single purchase yet. Same thing here, if you want to do that. And at the end of the day, like I always say, the reason you're running an agency is to feed yourself and build a business for yourself. And you need clients, like if you've never done this before, you need clients to work on, which will teach you what to do, right? That's very, very important, because if you have no clients, you can't learn how to deliver great results to future clients. So if you can fudge things a little bit just to get someone in at the start, great. I actually probably do recommend doing that, right? Better than giving up and going back to your 9 to 5 and hating your life and wanting to kill yourself after 5 years, right? Because what are we doing this for? It's for like financial freedom, travel freedom, freedom of everything, and just like not being tied down in a 9 to 5, office worker drone life, right? That's what everyone watching this channel is there for, right? They want that freedom. They want financial freedom, travel freedom, life freedom, right? You guys watching this channel, you want to do what you want to do at any time and just do it. Be able to do it, right? If you're working a job, can't do that. If you're going to school, can't do that. If you're going to school, like if you're in high school, okay, yeah, finish it but I don't know how, if I know how good high school is anymore. It's probably total dog shit. All just brainwashing bullshit, right? So I went to Harvard. Technically, I never graduated because I never went to my graduation and I final exams in high school, because after I got my applications in, and especially after I got my acceptance letters to the Ivies, I got into Harvard, Wharton, Dartmouth, Cornell, and then I was on wait list at Yale. I didn't apply to Columbia because I didn't want to be in New York. Stanford was the only one that outright rejected me, and they were the only ones I wanted. That's the only school I wanted to go to. This was 2008, right? Anyway, so I never went to high school graduation. I stopped going to school, period, after I got into Harvard. I went, I don't know, a couple hours a week just to show up for some things, because the funny thing is I was doing International Baccalaureate IB, and Harvard does not want your final grades. They don't care. They just want your predicted grades. And I called them and I was like, well, this is really true. Like my admissions officer who accepted me, right? And she was like, yeah, we don't need them. I'm like, really? She's like, yeah. So I'm like, well, why do I, like, I don't know if I asked her or not, but maybe I did. Or like I hinted, I was like, why would I even do the final exams then? And she was like, well, and I was like, okay, great, so I don't need to. So yeah, school sucks. College is terrible. So if you're in college, get out as soon as you can and start making your own money and your own path in the world. You can learn more on YouTube than you would in 4 years of college. I forgot more than I learned 2 years in Harvard. Like I was smarter when I got in academically than when I got out. It was all complete okay. Well, high school, if you're watching this in high school, then yeah, okay, finish through high school, because that, like math and science and stuff, at least I hope it's okay now that you're still like learning real things and it's not this like, Point is, you gotta have conviction on your calls, and that's all you really need, and you will close people without testimonials. And yeah, you might struggle a little bit, and if you really, really need a testimonial, someone's just like right about to join, but you need that one real testimonial to push them over the edge, and then just fake a fucking testimonial, okay? So there's always ways around roadblocks or objections or all this, okay? And again, that's not to say, obviously, when I say there's always ways around objections. No one has a 100% close rate, right? I don't know what mine is, 30%, 30 to 40%-ish, right? Off qualified leads. If I start taking unqualified calls, it'll drop down to probably 20%, right? But the most important thing on my sales calls is that by the time I get to the pricing, every single person is sold. Like they want what I'm giving them, but because of money or whatever reasons, they don't do it, right? So that's really because conviction, and because I take the time to really in-depth, thoroughly explain the systems that we're gonna implement for their store to grow to the next level, right? Whatever next level may be. Yeah, that's it for me. How to close your first client without testimonials is just have fucking conviction. And then if you need to, fake a testimonial. I don't know if anyone else is gonna tell you that on YouTube. That's probably how all the other gurus got big, is through bullshit like that. So we're just cutting through the lies, all right? Anyway, cheers.